Hey guys, finding the perfect gift for the food lover in your life is easy, thanks to Goldbelly. Goldbelly ships America's most iconic foods, straight from world-famous restaurants right to your door. So if you want to treat someone to Joe's Stone Crab from Miami, Franklin Barbecue from Texas, or desserts from famous foodies like Ina Garten or Martha Stewart, Goldbelly has you covered, with free shipping anywhere in the country. Just go to goldbelly.com and for a limited time, get 20% off your first order with promo code GIFT. That's promo code GIFT.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Visit progressive.com to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary, not available in all states or situations.
Hey there, critters. This year marks our 10-year anniversary of Critical Role, and we are celebrating with a sold-out live show tour. To help even more critters join the celebration, we are partnering with Fathom Entertainment to bring our 2025 tour to movie theaters across the U.S. and Canada. Join us for 2 separate Australia live shows as characters from Bell's Hells and the Mighty Nine team up at the Shattered Teeth of Exandria. Catch the Sydney live show on June 19th and Melbourne live show on June 25th, both at 7 p.m. local time in Fathom Entertainment partnering theaters. Or if you're as excited as we are to see our game Daggerheart played in Exandria for the first time ever, head to theaters at 7 p.m. local time to see our Indianapolis live show on August 5th. And of course, we've got the wedding of the year coming to theaters on October 15th local time with an iconic Jester and Ford wedding at our New York City live show. Visit fathomentertainment.com/Critical Role to find tickets in theaters near you. That's fathomentertainment.com/Critical Role.
Welcome back to part 2 of episode 16. No time for the usual shenanigans tonight. We are rejoining the story straight away with Morrigan and Kaa'Riin crawling through the backpack of time and space and underwear to who knows where. You both fall to the ground, and Morrigan, you find it difficult to get through the bag at first. You scramble through and push away from this bag. All you can see at that stage is
Freya.
Yeah.
I spit some sand out of my mouth. Freya! I scramble up and I crash tackle her in a giant hug, and I'm like, "You're alive!"
Yes.
I am.
I'm standing back and a single tear is rolling down my face because I was pretty sure she was dead. And then she looks at me and I look at her, and then I'm just staying there, and then she says, "Come here." And I say, "Okay."
And we embrace.
The music swells. She asks about your new snake boobs, but...
yes! I'm like, thank you, then you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Are you still mad about her having a bag, or now that it's Freya, it's chill?
It's chill. I'm like, Freya, how'd you find the bag?
So I got thrown off the edge, but I did some casting stuff and managed to save Thine and myself. But I put Thine through the bag to heal him because he was very close to death.
Freya, that's genius. That was so smart. I wouldn't have thought of that.
Thank you. The struggle of getting him into that bag, though, whilst dying, was quite difficult. But I figured if I just slid it around him and pushed him in, it worked.
That's really quick thinking.
So well.
Thank you.
That was such a genius plan. I'm so well.
So are we in the desert?
We're in the palace.
I mean, you're in the throne room of the fortress. I want to make that clear.
Yeah, but
okay.
We were in the desert.
The fortress doesn't actually go anywhere.
So you never were away from us.
It just is hidden by the sand.
The castle, it doesn't move, so we can get you back home whenever you want now because we know where you are.
And I also have figured out this nice little telltale where I say 5 names and whooshka.
What are the names?
We're back in there. That's a great question. Just give me 2 seconds.
Let's write them down. Look, I'm just going to write them down real quick just so we know for next time.
I've got the notes. They're on the way.
She did get them right.
I did get them right. Thine, Shashal.
Yeah, Mum.
Yeah. Jahan, Alasaway, and Edril.
Oh, Edril, like Kaa'Riin's Edril.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, and Alasaway, we actually really need to find a lot of her ship, by the way, but we'll get there.
Yeah, these are our family members.
Oh my gosh,
quite important ones. I've figured
yes, okay.
Quite powerful ones too.
I'd like to take a look around the room. Are we alone?
Absolutely not. There are people everywhere. Soldiers, members of the town, some of the nobles are still in here, and there's a woman standing right next to Freya.
Well, hold on. Didn't you just get found guilty? I see you got found guilty of something. Shouldn't you be in prison right now?
Oh, you think so? But I came back and just did something.
Sorry, was that? Oh, yeah, you'd think so.
Oh, yeah, you think so.
I mean, yeah. Usually
Yeah.
in the real world, if you go,
Yeah, I've done a lot of bad stuff.
yeah. So why aren't we in a prison or
Minty,
something?
are we safe here?
I did some badass shit.
What'd you
And
do? Girl, what'd you do?
Did you take your kingdom back already?
I did.
Oh my god!
I don't know. They don't really trust me yet, but we're just going to go with it because Minty is no longer.
That is amazing.
What happened to Minty?
I may have killed her.
Yes, you did.
And you know how I did it? Okay, I'm going to tell you. So, I came back into the castle. On my arrival, I turned into the madam. Very clever. Thank you.
Look at
Thank
you go.
Bomb move.
Oh my god.
I was like, Cory was like, who are you going to look like? And I was like, the madam. So no one questioned it. Take me to the queen. Went up, saw the queen, and then I just did some killing things. And now we're in this situation.
Well, hold on. Let's go back to the killing things. How'd you kill her? Because
Oh,
she's kind of powerful. So.
Well, I finally got a sneak attack, right?
Oh my gosh, Freya, well done. I think we all do a clap.
Thank you. You clap now.
Yay.
The sword and I worked together quite swimmingly.
Oh my gosh, girl.
And it all worked out. And now she's over there dead.
You notice when
Rust
she
isn't really
says
here.
sorry, when she says she's over there dead, where she points, there's nothing. There's nobody where you point at all.
Oh, she's disappeared. She's gone now. But the townspeople don't really trust me yet. I'm trying to rebuild their
Hold on,
trust.
is she dead or did she just like apparate somewhere?
No, she's dead because she was about 20 souls pieced together. So when I killed her, she kind of went poof and they all disintegrated. I don't know. Is that the word? I don't know.
I didn't realise she was so many souls put together. Speaking of souls put together, though,
Yeah.
we're going to get Vinny out of you. We've really put it on the back burner because we're really busy, but we should really.
We've also got some new things on our to-do list. Thas has actually been poisoned, and Staka is like also not a great place, and we need to find an apothecary in this palace.
Sorry, did you still need an army? Thine said you need an army.
Yes, well, I thought we would also all come back together. I think the message got a little bit mixed up. We'll probably need an army soon.
Okay, well, they're on standby, but we just need an apothecary real
The
fast.
woman standing right next to you.
Oh, by the way, this is welcome.
Hi, I'm Castia.
Castia!
Oh, girl.
You told me I could see Thine.
Yeah, so Thine is safe, but I'm guessing something has happened on the road. So we're just going to turn back to these guys. What happened?
He's just on ice at the moment. We need to save Thasa in order to access Thine, the army, the children. Like they're all
But
unavailable.
he's okay, right?
Fine, perfectly fine. The snail healed him just well.
Ah, my thoughts exactly.
And
See,
I
he's
look at
fine.
her and I say, girl, and then I hold my hand up for a high five.
Ah,
To
and we
Castia.
high-five.
For Castia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good for you. Castia. For the
I go
husband.
into the awkward and I'm like, oh, it's not for me.
Yeah.
And I back away.
I was like, sorry, I just met Thine and Castia like, damn girl, like well done, and we high five.
So you can see why I'm quite urgent to get back to him because ladies be thirsty. So I've got to I've got to be figuring this out really quick. What do I do? How do I find him?
We need to heal the snail that has frozen him in time. So we need you to get us to an apothecary.
Okay, but then how do I find him?
Then he would come back through the snail.
Then we're going to go back through this little bag here.
What the hell is a snail?
Oh, God. Sorry, we've befriended some gods. Just got
And
a couple gods looking after
I go
Thine.
back to my question. What the hell is a snail?
A
Why would a snail be involved in
snail
this?
is a large, slimy creature with a shell.
I know what a snail is, and again, I'm so sorry. This is very confused. It's been a very complicated day. How does that get me to him?
So this bag is magically connected to the shell of a snail who is actually a god, and that's how your hubby got healed, and that's where he is, but he's just currently frozen.
He's in the bag.
Kind of.
She
in the
leans over
bag,
and she's
but
trying to look inside the bag, trying to understand.
He's on the other side of the bag. Like there's a portal. You know what a portal is, right?
Yes.
Okay, the bag is a portal, but it's kind of.
Well, why didn't you say so?
Just trust us on this one.
She looks back at you
To the
very
mountain.
nervously.
Trust me. Please,
Okay.
just trust me. Castia, if you can get us to an apothecary, we can get you to Thine.
I know the apothecaries are difficult to find here. They're no longer on the surface, not in the marketplaces. They had some connection with Minty. She would keep them squirreled away.
Oh.
So I can only imagine she kept them beneath the fortress.
For dungeon or a prison here, Freya?
Yeah,
Or
we're
Cassia
going
that you might
down,
know
down,
about?
down.
Okay.
You want the entrance to the prison underneath the throne.
Oh, like literally under the chair or the stage you bit?
Underneath the throne.
Right.
Here we go.
Lead the way.
Let's go.
You want her to go first.
Well,
I'll go.
I don't know how to open this thing. We couldn't work out how to use keys on a chest. You think we can open a
That was days
throne?
ago. By now, surely you've made some movements forward.
And we walk over and there's a big red button on the throne. As we press it just opens.
Look, it is a massive throne. Let's see if you can move it out of the way. It will require a
Kaa'Riin.
strength check.
The strongest bitch we know.
So I move the throne.
Give us a roll and see if that happens. Strength check.
11 plus 3.
That will be enough to tilt it over, but not enough to push it the whole way. Girls, you'll have to join in. But you can see, underneath, you can see the outline of something like a trapdoor. So hopefully the girls won't mess this up entirely. Freya, how did you go?
I got a 6 minus 1. So we're at 5.
No help there.
Okay, you need to stop because we literally had someone on the Discord say, or on Instagram say, you need to stop jinxing us.
I cannot for jinxing.
Okay, I don't believe in jinxing. That's what I'm going to do. I don't
And
believe
yet,
in it.
here we are.
19.
Fuck.
Holy, you are
Minus
rolling well.
1.
Oh, girl, look who's got a roll on.
All right. It tilts over and falls over, like crumbles a little bit. Some parts fall apart. It's like we're overthrowing the queen. There are mild murmurs of approval, but there are still people in this place who are not sure what's just happened and whether it was the right thing. Okay? But now there's a trapdoor, just as you expected. You lift it up. Foul, sort of musty air comes through for a split second, but nothing more than you'd expect from a place that gets locked up for probably long periods of time.
We walk on down the stairs.
I grab this really nice looking scarf that's sitting like next to the throne area and just wrap it around my nose and mouth. I don't want to inhale mold.
Your worry of mold is probably a little bit overly cautious. But the tunnel beneath the fortress is narrow. You'll have to walk in a line. Who's going first?
We say, Castia, lead the way.
Oh no, I'm not going down there.
All right, Freya, lead the way.
Okay.
I've told you where that is. I want to go through the bag. I think you should leave the bag with me.
No.
That's not quite going to... So the portal's kind of temporarily out of action because of the whole...
No, this is unreasonable. I want to be with my husband.
If we put her through the bag, we'll...
We don't have to... No. Freya, listen to me. Just because she wants it doesn't mean she's getting it. So no, she can fucking stand there and wait. We're going down the thing. We're getting our fucking medicine. And then she can go through the portal. I'm not... Why do we keep bowing down to these fucking bitches?
She steps back and yells out to the room. They're traitors. They're traitors. They didn't want to help us all.
Castia!
No, you didn't help her.
I don't care. I'm like, cool. So now you've never seen your husband. Hope you're proud of yourself.
She might well see her husband because there are many guards and they do step forward. Freya, you'd remember that earlier on, they were still very, very uncertain about you. And they walk up behind Castia, who they do know and do respect. And there's probably at least 20 to 30 members of the armed guard standing there now. Now what would you like to do?
I'm going to try and explain the situation and go, we just need to go and get the medicine from the apothecary, and then you can go through the bag with the medicine to help the snails. And that will help everyone.
Castia says then there should be no problem leaving the bag then.
Okay.
As security.
But there's been traitors in here before. Why would we leave the bag?
There are traitors here now. And they might as well be you, she says.
Okay, Castia, I understand that your heart is hurting, that you love your husband and he loves you dearly. Okay, he spoke of you as soon as we saw him. The issue is that it's not... If we leave the bag with you and you can't wait because you love your husband so and you just want to get to him, you may actually inadvertently end the world. And you may only get to see your husband for a brief moment before everyone, including you, dies. We can't let anyone go through this bag as a matter of safety, not just for your husband, but also for the children that we're protecting, for the army that we're protecting, for you, for literally everyone, unless we're going through with medicine. So we really need to make sure that this bag stays protected and that no one goes through it until we have that medicine.
Roll persuasion.
It's a solid 7. 7 plus 4.
The guards are now surrounding you and have stepped around to cover the trapdoor. They do not really believe you at this stage. Castia puts her hand out.
How powerful is Castia?
Not Castia you need to worry about.
No, I understand that. But in terms of like detrimental effects of her going through the bag, how powerful is Castia?
There's not much you know about Castia. She doesn't look any different from anybody else.
Okay, if we give you the bag, do you promise not to go through it until we get back with the medicine?
Yes, I can make that promise.
Because that's really all we need, right? Is we need no one to go through it.
Yeah, we just need no one to go through it. God, the whole world depends on it.
Okay, look, you seem
To
like...
an outsider, that would sound insane, though. Although
I
crawling through the
know.
bag would also sound insane, but saying my husband's on the other side of the bag, but you can't crawl through because it'll end the world,
I know.
would sound nuts.
Okay, sorry. I understand that this sounds insane. I understand that, you guys don't know us. And you know what? Yeah, totally reasonable. You want a token of good faith. So if you're not going to go through the bag until we get the medicine, and, I don't want to start any fights here, you can hold on to that. We just need to get that medicine to save some lives.
I've got more of an attitude. I'm like, just know, though, if you do, you've killed a lot of children, your husband, and everybody here. So just know that. That's the choice you make.
Again, not trying to start any fights.
I'm a little more defensive. I'm like, you're a bitch. Mainly because I got the hots for a husband. So
Freya holds the bag, though. What would you like to do?
I'm going to give it to Castia and just say, please do not go through the bag. We won't be long. We're going to go get this medicine and then you'll be free to go through.
She makes a bit of a head nod, and it looks like she's become, in some way, like the interim leader of this group, so she has got some pull. But the soldiers step aside, and the trapdoor is now available to you again.
Thank you. Sorry for the confusion there. We'll be right back.
I'm not sorry at all.
Okay, so Freya, you don't even know where you're going anyway. I'm the only one with the light source because of my whole
Yep.
Do I still have my lighthouse eyes?
You do.
Sweet. I'm gonna lead the way because why not?
All right, Morrigan leads the way. Freya follows. Kaa'Riin brings up the rear. That sounds good. It's your choice. I'm just asking what you want to
that
do.
sounds good.
All right, so as you head on down there, Kaa'Riin, the last thing you see is Castia putting her head into the bag and just yelling out, "Fine, fine," but she's not going in. She's just sort of...
And I look at the girls like, what a dumb bitch.
Clearly don't understand how bag portal snail things work. God.
This chick sucks. Wasn't even seeing her.
And as you turn around, you remind yourself she looks like Helen Mirren. And you're like, I kind of see it.
I'm like, oh, okay, fine.
Fine.
But I'm young, hot, and pink-headed.
As you make your way through the tunnel itself, it's hewn from bedrock. But no wind winds through, no water drips. It's not well lit, though. There does seem to be a room in the distance from which some warm light flickers. When you arrive in the room, you see the tunnel continues beyond it on the other side, but then stops at a heavy iron door. It actually took a few minutes to get to this, by the way, but a heavy iron door, which you cannot see beyond. There are no gaps, not even a keyhole. So you're coming through one side, then there's a room. On the other side, the tunnel continues, and a little bit further down the tunnel, you can see a heavy iron door, and it looks just like it fills the entire gap.
Oh.
What would you like to do?
Open the door.
Hello?
Okay.
Any apothecaries down here?
Mr. Apothecary?
You ignore the room and walk straight through to the door, and suddenly, without...
I didn't move. I was asking questions.
Yeah, no one moved. We just yelled.
Oh, wait, she went straight to the
I
door.
did say.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. That's my bad. I should have been like, perception. I mean...
Yeah, you guys just went, I don't care what happens. Touch this. What's this loose wire do?
Oh, a red button. Should we hit it?
Freya's already tapping away. Suddenly, without opening it, a ghostly face appears through the door.
Ooh.
It's a thin face with an understrength goatee, a wry, almost bored smile, and he starts to speak.
Hi, I'm Scott, and I play the prison guard, Gabriel. Okay, how are we today? Excellent. Fine. Password? No? And then fuck off. No arguing. Tell your story walking. Left foot, right foot. The body will follow. Toodles.
Toodle.
And then he vanishes back through the door, which swiftly starts grinding towards you, pushing you back into the room from whence you came.
Hold on, pause. Who played that voice? That
That was
was so
gorgeous.
good. From where?
He's English, yes.
She's English. That was amazing.
That was recorded 3 or 4 months ago.
He has
Oh,
a
wow.
fantastic voice.
Yeah, well, you may hear it again. Right now, you're being pushed back into the room by the door. It just pushes all the way back, and when it gets you back into the room, it then retreats back to where it was.
Hey, pushy. Okay,
Yet another door that
some
causes a
people
problem.
have issues remembering passwords. So I'm going to look around the room and see if there's any engraved password
Good point.
on the wall,
Great idea.
ceiling, or floor.
Well, the room, it looks like a waiting room of sorts in many ways, but more of a castle-styled one. There's a wooden table with 2 chairs tucked in. There's some sort of scroll on the table and a series of flickering candles around the walls, although one of them is already unlit. There is a bowl near the scroll with a single apple in it.
Eat the apple.
Oh, the scroll.
Is there anything written on the scroll?
Yes, there is. Kaa'Riin eats the apple. Nothing happens.
Right. Because I was hungry.
Just an apple.
So.
All right. Is this a puzzle?
Is it a puzzle? The scroll goes, yes, I'm a puzzle. Here's what the scroll says. Okay. For each there is a thing to say under the clouds above the clay, causing minds to now obey. Keep quiet, though, and feel dismay. Or sing aloud this mighty phrase, for kings and queens denying praise, for common folk and this doorway.
Okay, so for each word, something clouds and clay, was it?
For each there is a word to say.
Each there is a word to say.
I'm assuming we each say something.
All right. So 3 words.
What's the last 3 lines? 2 lines? The bit about the
Doorway?
Yeah, the
Yep.
doorway and the peasant and the...
Just the last bit for kings and queens denying praise, for common folk and this doorway.
Okay. Each there is a word to say, something about where we are, and then say the phrase, and after the phrase is that bit.
Yippee-ki-yay.
And I'm like, oh God, I've got to change my password.
Okay, when you're denying praise, but you're in a position where you're
being modest?
yeah, you're like you're too kind, or no, stop. That's what comes to my mind.
Yeah, I think modesty. Wait, why do we need 3 words? But each there is. Why? Why do we...
For
For
each
each
there
there
is
is
a
a
word
thing
to
to
say.
say.
So I think each of us have to say something.
Doesn't mean that you don't all have to say the same thing.
Okay, fair enough.
Like humble?
Humble. Okay, can we all at the same time yell the word humble down that corridor at the door?
From the distance, it won't matter. You've got to walk all the way down there and say it again.
Okay,
we
sure.
trot down, trot.
Hey, Gabrielle. Hey, God.
Hey.
Hey.
Modesty. What? Wait.
Humble.
Humble. Yes, he is mumble. No.
Humble.
All right, let's see. He'll give you a chance to say it in a second. So let's see how that goes.
Oh, you're back. Great. Password?
Humble.
Oh, no. Not even a little bit. So, fuck off again. Go on. Get out of here. Especially the little one.
Who's the little one?
You heard me.
Assuming Freya.
Fuck you.
The head disappears again, and the metal door starts grinding you back towards the original room.
No need to push. Look.
When you get there, it retreats back down the hall to its original spot again. You're back in the room, and everything remains in the same spot except the apple, of course, and one more candle has gone out.
Wait, how many candles were there?
There were 4.
Okay, can I light the 2 candles that went out?
Yeah, they don't.
Okay, cool. So we have 4 tries, and we've already used 2, and we'd only have 2 more. Is what you're telling me?
I'm saying candles are going out.
Yes. That's what I'm reading into that. Let's have another look at this scroll. Maybe there's something we missed.
When you pick up the scroll this time, you notice it doesn't have the same words as last time.
Okay, I wrote this down for nothing. Go on. Tricky.
First you shall stay, then you will wait, unless your words end this debate. Complete the sound that comes from hate. Know you are right, mindless of state. Of course, great cost you each could pay. Failure takes time, time is 1 day. Find voice, 1 letter under 8.
I'm nervous about the failure takes time. Time is 1 day. Like in terms of...
Yeah, are we losing days right now?
1 letter under 8, so 7 letters.
Actually, for no reason, I just counted 7 out on my fingers with nowhere to go with that. It was like 7.
You know what?
And then I looked at my fingers and went, okay, so what now?
Love you, without the I, love you is 7 letters. Maybe it's like Vinny and we need to compliment it.
Oh, that makes sense.
Let's go tell God we love him. We'll just say love
yeah,
you.
like the compliment door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've done this before. Let's try that again.
You checked and there's a little thing at the bottom that says all the doors are made by the same company. So it's like, maybe it'll work that way.
It's in the little branding.
All right.
We all march down and we say, love
you.
The head pops through and seems a little bit surprised by being loved, but responds as in this form.
Oh, hey, you guys. Very happy to see you. You look well. Now, password?
Love you.
Love you. Love you.
Oh, that was close. Very. But fuck off. I've so enjoyed watching you leave too. Not in a weird way. No, in a completely professional, a fucking write-off kind of way.
As we're being pushed back this time, I make sure to
You
turn
are.
around and like do the butt wiggle as we walk away. Because he said he liked watching us walk away.
He did say not in a weird way, but anyway, how much can you trust him?
All right, let's check the scroll again.
So do you reckon it changes every time?
I think so.
Okay.
You do also notice one of the other candles is out. There's only one more candle.
Okay.
Okay.
It's counting
Last
down.
go. So I
All
want to
right.
see if we can figure out maybe is there letter, like is there a bit of an acronym thing going on?
That would be cool.
I don't know. Have a look at it.
Oh, yes. Can we? Yes.
I
Because
need
the
to
first two is FU, so maybe it actually does spell out.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'll read out the...
Cassie's going to be pissed if that's 2 days she's waited for us to get back.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on.
Forget the thing you thought you knew. Utter the word, or utter two. Courage it takes. That is untrue. Kindness, perhaps, doubtful from you. Or perhaps this curse is more than words. Foul sounds so helpful yet absurd. Finally profane, they'll guide you through.
Yeah. Do you think it's an acrostic?
And
FU.
I think it's an acrostic.
Yeah.
You're right. It spells fuck off.
It
spells
does.
fuck off.
Oh, it does. Oh. And he keeps saying, fuck off. So let's go tell him.
And the only
to fuck
reason why
off.
we picked that up is because Cory himself in our life doesn't swear. Like legit, like at work.
I didn't have to. I just wrote down someone else had to swear.
But your person, your character, at work you never swore.
That's true.
You never swore around us because you thought it was disrespectful, even though we drop C-bombs and F-bombs like we're being paid to do it. So the fact that this is so frequent,
I love your solving of this puzzle is partially in the game and
but
also
more about who
partially...
you are as a person who has created this whole world.
And look, even if it's wrong, at this point it would just be really satisfying to say it back to the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Ladies, you wander back down the corridor.
March.
But it's not, no, we don't wonder.
March.
Strut.
Strut.
You look like somebody who is going back to the counter at the, someone just about to ready to swear. The fingers
Do you want to put
raised.
the gauntlets on and we all middle finger as we say it?
We're not going into battle,
Yeah.
but I kind of wanna.
Could you use them without using them?
But I'm just going to use my actual organic fingers.
Can you throw a mage hand up to add to the count?
Yeah.
Can we all just put our fingers up?
7 letters was the thing.
That's fuck you.
Yep. 7 letters and now you have 7
It fits.
fingers. You have
Fuck
seven,
off, fuck
7
off.
fingers are now in the air.
Oh, look at that.
Actually, you go back into the room, you sit down and get the nail polish out and everyone writes a little letter each. So,
Oh, cute.
as you get to the door, the head pops through again and says,
Oh, I am so thrilled that you're back again. It's been years since anyone tried this much. I like your attitude. I do. When I first saw you all, I thought, these girls look just rough enough around the edges. I mean, everyone around here is just so prim and proper. They'd never say the password. Even if I just kept putting it out there, day after day. Password?
Fuck off.
the door opens.
Meta AI is the personal AI that's tailored to you, now with its very own app. It's built to get to know you, offering helpful answers and inspiration. Looking for something to add to your bucket list? Meta AI goes beyond traveling the world. It remembers you're a basketball fanatic and suggests you attend one of the playoff games. Just start typing or speaking to get the answers you need, wherever and whenever, because Meta AI is your personal AI. Download the Meta AI app, now available on the Apple App Store and Google Play.
Imagine this. The best pasta sauce you have ever tasted sits abandoned on a plate. Wasted sauce. That is a tragedy. If only you had used Barilla al Bronzo pasta. Its bronze-cut texture holds your sauce and scoops up every last drop. The Italians call that scarpetta. Capture sauce the Italian way. Barilla al Bronzo. Click or tap the banner to find out more.
Choice Hotels get you more for your money so you can maximize any road trip. And as your vacation maximizationer, I'm going to make sure you hear the maximum sizzle of Comfort Inn's free hot breakfast. Let's get real close. Maximum apple. Now that is fresh crispimization. Maximum waffle. Hear that crunch. And that's maximum coffee. Oh yeah, that's the pour I'm talking about. Breakfast maximized before hitting the road. Check into more. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
Your burger is served, and this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
And you see the corridor now continues off into the distance. The ghost isn't even there. He's not really...
He's attached to the door.
He's attached to the door. He's not going to lead you through anything like that.
Thanks, God.
Thanks, Gabriel.
We have another door that you would love to get to know.
We walk away. I'm like, guys, I'm kind of into Gabriel.
Fantastic.
The hallway seems quite distant. There's a very small amount of light, but enough that you can move around quite easily, and you can also see reasonably well with Morrigan's dark vision lighthouse head. But it does look like there's quite a long distance before you'll be able to find the next space.
Okay.
All right? There is a light in the distance, probably quite some time. So as you're walking along, what would you like to do?
So, just going to catch up. We haven't seen Freya in so long. So, Freya,
It's been a hot minute.
how did you go with that whole, dream thing? Spider?
Oh, that was awful. So that was traumatizing. I lost days there. I aged quite a bit
But
too,
I
I
can't
think.
believe we heard you.
I find very, very strange as well. I ended up destroying the piano because I figured out that I could hear the piano.
So that's what you meant by music controlling, because we did not have music on our end.
We had no music.
Yeah, and it was in Minty Bitch's room. So when I went in and destroyed the piano, she came in and said, "Oh, you're a traitor. You're destroying my things."
So she tried to kill you and set you up.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why I'm shocked. She's literally, we
She's
call
the
her
worst.
Minty Bitch.
She's the
I know.
worst, Freya. She's the worst. Honestly, hon.
She's thankfully gone now.
Then what happened? Oh, then we got carried away. Gone to court.
Did you find your family?
Thine thinks that Dad is dead because
I'm so
Mum
sorry.
when Mum was remarried, she had to be single to be remarried. So, i.e., Dad dead.
Oh.
And in this part of the world, there's clearly no polyamory.
Right. That's really weird because,
the rule.
we're ancestors and because, my dad was sleeping with someone else, that was fine. Everyone was fine. But there's a real jealousy thing here, clearly.
It's been 400 years since that, so yes. So sadly, it seems like some of the rules
Feels
have
like
been...
we've gone backwards.
No, that would never happen. You only go forwards in the universe.
There's no way.
No one ever
society would
changes
go
the rules to
backwards,
go
right?
backwards. That's nuts.
What did happen?
That's supremely insane. But let's continue as though that's not related to anything.
I'm so sorry, Freya. I hope you're right and that your father's alive, but
I have an inkling.
yeah.
Well, yeah, because if they suspect that he was dead, that would be enough, right?
Yes, but Thine could not tell me where he died or who saw him die.
So where do you think your father might be then if he's not?
I'm thinking down here because this is a place that only Minty ever came.
Then let's go find him.
Yeah,
I mean, the worst that could happen is that we look and he's not here, but at least we looked, right?
exactly
Yeah.
right.
Let's go get your dad
You
back.
said your mum remarried?
Yes.
I don't think she married by choice.
I don't think she married by choice
honestly, this
either.
place is kind of creepy. I think they forced her into it.
Thine did say my mother got her strength through her sacrifice and my father got his strength from me.
Women are so strong.
I know.
Who did she
So
marry?
strong.
Lord Caradril.
That's it. Lord Carad.
Oh, like from
Caradril's
Balls
Falls.
and Caradril's Rise?
Yeah.
Oh, hun.
Well, Junior. Those places are named for quite some
And
time
his
ago.
daughter was Minty.
Oh, so
Wow, this is all really coming together.
So
It makes
that's
a lot
why
of
we were
sense.
like sisters.
Sisters.
Yes. So not really sisters, but technically by marriage.
Oh my gosh, she sucks.
She does suck.
I'm so glad she's dead.
Oh, me too.
Oh,
Really important question. How long has it been for you? Because we were in the mountain and the whoop, whoop, whoop sun was doing its thing. So we're not actually sure how long we've been gone.
Nearly a week.
Almost a week.
how long's it been for us?
Like we had one battle.
About 4 years.
About 4 hours.
Oh, wow. No. It's been about a week. Things have been happening.
Probably missed meeting Darkon up at the library.
Ooh, possibly.
Right. Okay, well that's a future problem. I guess current problem is healing a god snail.
Morrigan and Kaa'Riin, can you give me an insight check? An insight check
Insight on what?
on Freya.
Oh. Weird.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
D20.
I'm gonna use my original dice. I haven't used it in a while.
I'm going to use my computer dice.
20!
What?
+3.
These are the dice I thought that let you down miserably.
They did, yeah. I've retired them for a while, but they've learnt their lesson.
I got 16.
Woo!
With your insight.
Yep.
Okay, well,
We know everything.
this was not what I expected, yes.
Yeah,
Kaa'Riin,
because Morrigan was rolling, so you
I
were
thought
like,
at
"All
least one of them will be a miserable roll, and I'll be able to go. You.
Oh, I got to add insight though. It's 5 though, so it's actually 21.
Okay.
Way to one up me.
It was cute that you tried.
Okay. Well, you both, as Freya's talking to you, you both make little side eyes at each other because something seems off with Freya's story.
Yeah, I'm like, Morrigan, her vibes are off, right?
Yeah, something seemed a little sus here. What happened to our girl?
I don't know, because I know full well she has never executed a sneak attack.
This is true.
That is a horrible.
That was a fucking horrible
method to figure out whether or not you give each other the truth.
Do you think she's just like overcompensating and it wasn't as smooth as that, or do you think it's something more sinister?
I'm really worried she's remembered everything and actually doesn't like us.
That would be
She's
tragic.
like, oh, that's right. She bullied me in high school.
You mean there's more backstory you don't know, and that's the real backstory is far worse. As you're chatting away, you both notice that Freya has stopped and is staring at you both. And as soon as you see her, she smiles again and just continues walking along.
La 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 la.
Freya, you're creeping me out.
One of the first times I drank for the podcast. This is very traumatic. I don't feel included. Guys! It's really me.
Cory, you know she's sensitive. Why'd you write her out the story?
I know. Why did you do this on the only night I drank?
I reckon Indy's like 1 second off calling her mum. Because that's what she does when someone upsets her and makes her feel like she wasn't included.
Mum said this happened.
Well, the good news is your mum's playing a character tonight.
She walks in.
I need some comfort.
Is there anything else you'd like to...
Is that all we got to find out in our insight check? She's just a bit off.
Oh, there's something afoot. There's something amiss.
Okay.
Should
I
we
haven't got any
ask
more
her
words.
or just keep an eye on her?
Freya, tell me exactly. I mean, because I'm curious.
Wait, are you about to ask her to tell the story in reverse order, please, just to check?
Freya, pray tell, how did you execute a sneak attack? Because you've never done it before.
And we really want to remember that because that's amazing. We missed it.
I actually want to write it down for our journal. I'm just going to get my journal out of my backpack. Because I've actually decided I'm going to write a memoir about this.
Bad news, you left your backpack back with Castia.
I'm just going to scribble it on my hand.
I put the journal in my little like fanny pack. So
Okay.
I handed the journal.
Okay, fanny
There's a
pack
journal. I'm like, I've actually, because fun story, I've actually decided that, like we should write this down. Like this would be a good book. So I'm just going to write Freya's sneak attack. And if you could just take me through it, that would be awesome.
That'd be great.
So you're included.
Well, obviously, you guys know I've practiced the sneak attack a few times before. Hasn't panned out. So I noted some obvious things that actually didn't work.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Honey,
Like
this
eye
is terrible
contact.
storytelling. I'm going to add some flair to this for the book, but go on.
So Queen Minty was walking to the altar and I thought, wow,
Altar. Continue.
I'm making it up here.
I think they know that.
Okay, so Minty walking to the altar. Got it. Writing it all down.
I arrive out of the backpack.
Yeah.
Say I object.
No, you did not come out of the backpack.
The backpack? How'd you get to the...
How did you get there?
How'd you get through the
I
backpack?
came over there. No, I came from the front doors.
Uh-huh.
But I went over the edge.
Of what?
Oh, of the edge of the castle.
Through the front doors over the edge?
Where the edge is. And then I decided to come back.
How'd you survive the throw of the edge?
Well, I featherfalled and then, you can featherfall twice.
Yeah, but I think you had any feather falls left.
Oh, but I did.
You just...
Well, I had a long rest in between the
see.
spider attack. Yeah.
Oh, of course, the spider... No, that checks out. Sorry, my bad. That was starting to sound a little off.
So I did have a long rest, so I got some spells back. Went over the edge, came back dressed as the madam. No one questioned it. I walked into the castle, and when I saw Minty walking towards not the altar, but the
Right, wasn't an altar, no.
What was
So
it?
what was
the
it?
throne.
Right, okay.
Thank you. See, things are coming back now. I'm sobering up.
I assumed there was an altar there.
I walked towards the throne. Minty was also walking towards the throne. And she wasn't looking at me, so I was able to sneak attack.
With what? Like, what'd you kill her with?
Well, I sneak attacked and then I got my sword and it did that whole thing where it thought I was over there but wasn't there.
Oh, it did that whole thing?
It did the whole thing.
The thing you did at the circus with the magician?
Yeah, but it didn't work there, did it?
You do have his hand, yeah.
Yeah, I think you got his hand that way.
But it wasn't a great sneak attack.
No, it wasn't your best move.
They really are, no.
And after many times, I mastered it.
So basically you learnt that you don't want them looking at you.
That's a thing that I did learn.
That's great.
I did learn. Wow, this is not great.
I love that we're suspicious of her and she's unable to keep a story straight. Like, it's just perfect.
I'm really trying.
I know that you will never lie to me.
In or out of character.
Yeah, that's what I mean, like in or out of character. Like, she can't do it.
No, you've covered this up very well. Girls, you'll have advantage on insight rolls from now on Freya.
I'm writing that down.
You are both thinking that she's got something up her sleeve. You don't know if it's sinister. It just seems that perhaps she's leaving something out of the story. Maybe it is that she doesn't know what she's leaving out.
I don't think I know what I'm leaving out.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Have you got anything else you'd like to follow up on?
Well, did she say anything or do anything, or was she shocked, or she just didn't see it coming at all?
No, she didn't see it coming.
Because that's a sneak attack, right? Like,
correct.
They don't see it.
Correct.
Wow. Did you have like a sweet line when you didn't say anything cool?
Well, I did say, it's about time I push you over the edge.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was.
That's cool.
I mean, you were nowhere near a wall when you said that.
Did you throw her body over the edge? Is that what you mean?
No, it was a metaphor.
Ah,
that's sick.
It's a good metaphor, yeah.
Thank you.
Is she buried somewhere in the castle? Can we like dance on her grave, or is it like an open coffin and we can like point and laugh at her?
She whispered up.
Oh, that's right. She fell to pieces.
Wait. Mortal bodies do not do that. Morrigan, doesn't sound right to me. You should just disintegrate, right? Like you're
The
kind
only
of like
thing
a
we've
golem.
seen disintegrate is the golem, but it was from a magical attack.
Correct.
It was the lighthousey thing. So I'm under the impression that that's not normal.
I'm guessing that she had multiple souls.
Right.
Ah.
And then
Oh,
when I
shit.
destroyed her soul just went, meh.
Then we really need to like get Vinny out of you because
Yeah, you got a soul in
you've
you.
got multiple souls. You've got you and Vinny.
I mean, there's one in me, so I better not.
That's not suspect at all.
I mean, there's a soul in me.
Did you tap your nose when you said that?
We're on podcasts, we can't do that.
Does Vinny have multiple personalities or something?
Well, I feel like Vinny's in me, so I don't want to be wisped up. Wisped.
Whisked up. Fair enough.
Cool. So I'm just going to end the chapter with about time I push you over the edge. Does that really capture the moment? Or
I think it does.
okay, cool.
And full stop.
All right.
I think after we save the time gods, we really need to make the priority getting Vinny out of you, because if there's a risk of multiple souls damaging a body, which seems to be the case with Minty, if she's fallen apart in death, like if those souls were making her not whole, I think we really need to make that a priority to get that soul out of you.
Well, yes, let's go. But I also want to find some other things along my quest.
The subterfuge.
What could be more important?
She's absolutely right.
No need to roll persuasion for this.
What could be more important than saving your life, Freya?
I don't know, we've got a few things like some.
I disagree. I think it's really beautiful of you that you are putting so many others before you, Freya, but you're no good to someone if you're dead.
And honestly, saving you is going to help us with figuring out how to get souls out of stones anyway, and that'll help me find my parents.
And there's a whole war going on. We need some Justicars. There's a whole vote thing. So it's
and if we can get my parents on our side, then we're more likely to be able to convince people that we are Justicars.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Freya, and you are a Justicar to be. So I just don't think it's a good idea that we put this up any longer.
Yeah, you're right.
Or, actually, we've got Harkon that we need to meet in the library.
Oh, we do need to Harkon in the library.
Maybe a library would give us information on how to remove the souls.
Yeah, we actually don't know how to remove souls. Actually, that's a great place to start.
Let's start there.
Let's start there.
Harkon's on
Definitely.
the priority list.
Okay, good. Do we have a GPS? Do we have that GPS book?
Maybe once we save the time gods, they'll be able to help us get to.
Oh, they can just transport us there.
Yeah, maybe they'll be able to help us.
Good idea.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
We got a plan.
All right, we're going to plan.
Nice.
Now we have a narrative. Okay.
What a great walk and talk.
Yeah.
While we're
Freya,
walking
I
and
missed
talking.
you so much.
Yeah.
Walking, talking,
While
Freya's
we're walking
drinking.
and talking, give me a perception check, everybody.
Okay. 4.
8 plus 2, 10.
14 plus 2, 16.
Apparently only Kaa'Riin has noticed this, but as you've been walking down this corridor, two things have been happening. One, the door behind you, the one that you got through before, has been slowly, in the distance, creeping along with you. Not close enough that you've been able to hear it, but you can see that the door is stopping you from going back. And you've also noticed that the walls of this chamber have slowly become mirrored.
I hate this.
It used to be carved into the walls, and now it started off with little pieces of mirror, and now it almost looks like mirrored every angle except the floor. Kaa'Riin, you seem to notice the reflections that you should be expecting aren't exactly of your group. You see almost somebody else there scooting along really quickly, and then you hear a voice.
Please don't give me a riddle.
Give her a math equation.
It's a voice you've heard before, though it does sound a bit different this time, and it says, "It doesn't cost you much. It doesn't cost you now."
Oh, not this prick again.
And
This is going to hurt.
the man in the mirror is here yet again, and he is offering you an opportunity to look back into your past and see more of your backstory, to know more about yourself.
I want to see a lesser way.
Great idea.
I know this is going to hurt, but worth the price. I want to see a lesser way's work.
The mirror transforms before your eyes, and you do see Alasaway back in your village, working in the hut you grew up in. And she's sitting with your mother, actually. The two of them are quite close. This was a relationship that wasn't one-sided. It wasn't just your father and Alasaway, yeah. So they're quite close, and she's trying to explain something to your mother. And your mother is sort of giggling away with a couple of little sneaky kisses on the cheek sort of thing, as if don't just work all the time. But Alasaway is also saying that this is extremely important. And so they stop and they focus for a second. And you're in the room, and you come up and they smile sort of thing. You're still very young when you see them. Alasaway is still pregnant, but working really hard. And you see a book on the table. And it's very clear to you. You'd be able to identify this book if you saw it again. It's bound in red leather.
Red leather, yellow leather.
It's bound in red leather, yellow leather.
Red leather, yellow leather.
An easy combination.
Sorry, it's a large red leather book.
And now yellow, just to make that more challenging in the future. And it's handwritten. There are diagrams all the way through it. And you can't exactly make out what it says. It would appear that she's very knowledgeable about the gods in particular, and about souls.
Excellent.
And as you experience that, a sharp pain rushes through your mind, and you take 1d10 of psychic damage.
Worth it.
For that red yellow book.
1.
You hear a very annoyed grunt comes from the mirror.
Did you have any sniffle shade, Kaa'Riin? Why are you talking to the walls?
That prick from the circus is back.
I learned a little bit from this guy last time, and I've had a full rest and I have more health than I
If I'm not wrong, you bagged him out for not
did
giving
last time.
I think you said something very specific about not getting information from
Don't
him.
know what you're talking about.
Anyway.
I'm very polite all of the time. I never lash out in anger. I am going to ask a question. Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Oh, God.
I would like to see, if you would be so kind, who forced me to separate from my other self.
The mirror blurs for a second and then cuts to a dark cavern filled with cauldrons, and there's quite a few of them, almost as far as the eye can see in this chamber. You meet this character. It's a kind of a darkened, tall man, shadowy, and he's standing before this cauldron. And he is the one who is telling somebody else to place you inside. You are.
Am I unconscious? Am I being against my will?
She's naked, isn't she? That's what you're trying to say.
No, I wasn't saying you were naked. I was deciding whether or not she was conscious or not.
Ah.
You're the perv.
You are conscious, and standing next to you is a very large man in he's just a very tall and handsome man, actually very strong looking. You almost wouldn't recognize him from now because you've never really seen him much without his helmet on, but you do know him.
It's Menteith.
So Menteith forced me into it.
He does not appear to be forcing you in. In fact, he's helping you in, and you are getting in of your own accord. What? It would appear that the two of you are very close. And not alone, though. Way back in the shadows, you see the silhouette of a woman.
Can I see who it is?
Dark hair, sleek, very beautiful.
Am I polyamorous? Because I would much rather have another lover other than, fucking hell, pulled a Cory. I would much rather have another lover other than Menteith.
That sounds like a good rap song.
Yeah, there was a lot of rhythm to that.
That's a lot of rhythm.
And if you had a lot of rhythm, maybe you did have another lover. Hard to say who that person is at this stage.
But she's gorgeous.
She's gorgeous. That's
Yeah,
all that
girl.
matters.
With no understanding why, Morrigan just puts her hand up for a high five and we just give it to her. We're like, yeah, no, well,
Okay, well done.
She must be like what she's seen in there.
You hear me say, she's gorgeous. Did I split myself because they didn't want to be polyamorous and I was trying to make sure my lovers each had me?
Yeah, polyamorous means like you're in love with each other, but you were the best one.
Well, because some polycules have, like, they're not like your parents all in love with each other. Like, they can have partners outside of...
Yep.
Yeah.
You were
I
like...
I thought polyamorous specifically was everyone was just with each other.
Yeah. Well, because I follow a polycule on TikTok, and so she's dating these two guys. They're not dating each other. She also has another girlfriend who also has another partner. One of her male partners also has two other partners. She drew like a graph. Oh, it was really educational.
If you need a graph to define who you're dating, I don't know if you've done well or you need to sit down. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think if anyone ever said to me, at any stage in your life when you were dating, you should make it slightly more complicated by bringing graphs in. I would be a mess. Spreadsheets. Here's my Excel. Look, you're the yellow cell, okay?
We'd also like to say that we support the polyamorous lifestyle.
Absolutely.
That is not us being judgmental.
I just don't support bringing in charts.
I don't support data.
That's pretty much it.
Too much data.
Dataless relationships for me.
Is that?
I can't tell you much more than that. That's only what you can see. And then it fades away, and a voice.
Begrudgingly, I say, thank you.
And a voice whispers, I'm welcome.
10, right?
Another 10. Let's see how much it is.
10.
Boom.
Yeah.
That's the Morrigan way.
Is anyone shocked?
That's how much go do.
Okay. Although that's two maxes so far. Freya.
I have two questions. I've walked a little bit further in front of them because I'm a fast walker.
And I'm telling Kaa'Riin about my theoretical love life.
She got bored and wandered off because it wasn't about her.
And I do have quite a quick pace. I think I could make it to the Olympics.
I'm imagining Freya's actually going, you only split into two people. I have like an entire field of people who look like me.
And we go quite quick. My first question that I would ask is, so when I took on Belloc's soul, what does a dancer look like?
I would say that she's looks like a dancer's shape. So the mirror blurs in front of your eyes this time, and Belloc doesn't stop you from watching this. She seems quite comfortable watching this. I describe her as sleek, dark hair, and
Morrigan, is that your girl? Similar description.
Yeah, I'm sorry, my descriptions are running
Everyone's
short
sleek
tonight.
with dark hair.
Sorry, let me just adjust a little bit more. We have lots of diamantes on her clothes. Is that better? Differentiate enough?
A little, yeah.
The other one did not have no. But remember, you can't hear any of this because Freya has moved further away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she does look like a dancer.
Yeah.
And she's
Is there
sleek,
anything distinctive
long dress.
about her?
Distinctive? Yeah, as I said, it's probably the dark hair. It runs a long way down her back. It's almost, when people have that buttocks long hair, they don't call it that because that doesn't sound as nice.
Crack
People
hair.
don't go to the hairdresser and go, can I get my crack hair fixed up, please? My buttocks long hair.
No one wants that.
She's dancing right now. Dances beautifully, moves extremely well, like floating. Very bright green eyes, coffee skin.
Oh my God, she is fine. Is she single?
And a button nose, because why not?
Aww.
And dimples.
No, just one dimple.
No, I said plural dimples, front and back.
Oh, cute.
I actually really like back dimples.
They're cute.
Yeah.
They are
She's
cute.
as cute as a button.
Oh.
Slash button nose. D10 of damage from the man in the mirror.
6.
And you halve it for some reason. Can't be sure why. Freya, do you have another question for the man in the mirror?
How did the lock get hidden away the first time?
That's a good one.
Interesting. Very interesting. And as usual, I was not entirely prepared, but I have something.
But here's 4 pages I wrote.
Here's something.
They're brief, but.
No, I'm scrolling through I'm just scrolling through things. Belloc knows what you're trying to do straight away, and the mirror moves for a second and starts to show you something. And you can see for a split second, there's a gem in a hand. Ooh. Beneath that hand, you can see the runes. You can see at least half of them really quickly before you feel a sharp pain in your head, sharper than you've ever felt before. And then a voice speaks. But as that happens, the sharp pain rips through your mind, and this was not meant to happen now.
But you've got a recording?
Of course I do. As soon as you feel that sharp pain, then a voice rings out.
Oh, let me guess, we don't get to hear this either.
That is correct.
Hello, I'm Ashley, and I play Belloc. Oh dear, are you testing me? I wouldn't if I were us. And I am. Just one squeeze and our hearts might just skip a beat. Or 2, or 3. Perhaps you're thinking of seeing who lasts the longest. A noble idea, unless your friends are near. I can take them too, you know.
That is what happens when you feel a sharp pain. Now you take 1d10 from the mirror and 1d10 from her. Psychic damage.
Bitch.
How'd you go?
10.
10 for the first one? And for the second one?
6.
16 points of damage. And you both see Freya double over. She's a bit further up the corridor, almost fall over from the experience.
Freya!
She doesn't
Sorry,
speak.
she's unconscious.
I'm doing math. It's basically unconscious.
Hold on, I'm masticating some berries.
The souls inside Freya stirred. Vinny and Honey had retreated to the further corners of Freya's being. This new soul disturbed them immensely, but so far it had let them be. It seemed intently focused on Freya's every move, ready to pounce should the ruse be uncovered. It reeked of intent and barely constrained fury. And power. And power was what it recognized now. Well, look at you, she thought. Man in the mirror, tapping away at the thin veneer between planes. What are you? Such evil. And what an awfully strange coincidence that 2 beings such as us should find the same trio to play with. Don't worry. I'll let you have the other 2, but this one is mine. Cross that line and I assure you a war beyond comprehension. But the man in the mirror heard nothing, his focus drawn elsewhere.
I pull Kaa'Riin with me down the corridor after Freya, and I call out to her, Freya, are you okay? How much damage did you just take?
She says 16.
Are
you okay? So,
Sorry.
Maybe.
Sorry,
I took a little bit of damage.
it's a bit too meta.
I'm crippled over. Took a really bad period pain. I would describe that as.
Do you want some autumn root?
Oh, that'd be great. Or berries? Berries would be good, even better.
Okay, sure. Here's some berries.
What did you ask the
No,
mirror?
let's hand them to her.
Okay,
Let
so
her chew.
She does get back 10 berries. She's chewing, but make sure you mark that one off.
America's beverage companies are investing in America. We're American companies, making American products with American workers in America's hometowns. We're local bottlers and manufacturers, operating in all 50 states, employing more than 275,000 Americans in good-paying jobs, delivering for the nation, because we believe in the promise of America and the people who make it great. Learn more at WeDeliverForAmerica.org. Paid for by the American Beverage Association.
Parents of tweens, if you're familiar with far-off drop-offs...
Dad, stop, right here.
Or get DMs about what's for dinner.
You may be experiencing tween milestones. For your son or daughter, these can start at age 9. HPV vaccination, a type of cancer prevention against certain HPV-related cancers, can start then too.
For most, HPV clears on its own. But for those who don't clear the virus, it can cause certain cancers later in life.
Embrace this phase. Help protect them in the next.
Ask their doctor today about HPV vaccination. Brought to you by Merck.
This episode is brought to you by Hulu, presenting Paradise. Paradise is Hulu's critically acclaimed addictive drama series, starring Sterling K. Brown, Julianne Nicholson, and James Marsden. The Daily Beast calls Paradise your next TV obsession, and the New York Times says it's exhilarating in all the right ways. Paradise is for your Emmy consideration in all categories, including Outstanding Drama Series. For more information, visit fyc.hulu.com.
So I get to back 10.
You get back 10 straight away.
What did you ask Samira? Was it worth it? Did you find out anything valuable?
Oh, fuck. I was asking who'd run the kingdom before Minty, and it was Minty's dad.
Oh, that checks out.
I thought your family was in charge before.
So did I, but apparently he took my mum hostage and I didn't know about that.
I can't telepath to Kaa'Riin without Freya hearing because we all got the same tattoo, yeah?
That's exactly right.
Yeah, okay, cool. I just make a mental note to myself of the fact that she's definitely told us already that her mum was kidnapped by Whatsy, and I'm like, the Spidey sense in the Morrigan sense in my brain is like, okay, this is getting susser, and I'm a little bit more distrustful of Freya.
Maybe we can communicate through the diary. So you're like, I want to write this down.
That's an interesting idea, actually. You can both give me an insight check if you want to, but I think you already know as much as you're going to know about what's going on here.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm maybe going to be a little bit more paying attention to her wandering off on her own like she often does.
Anybody got any more questions for the man in the mirror? Ooh, you do.
I took 1 point of damage.
That's true. You got a freebie almost.
All right. Hey, Guy, you're not done with me yet. And I'm not done with you yet.
I am definitely not done with you.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about that later in a minute. But I want...
Oh, we'll talk about it.
Oh, yeah, we'll talk about it.
Oh, we'll talk.
Oh, no, we'll talk about it, but I'll talk more about it.
I think we both know.
No, I think I'll be talking very loudly
I'll be doing
about
some
it.
very good talking.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll both see.
I will see.
I'll see more.
We'll see this. I want to see where Alasaway put her diary.
Oh, so almost the same memory, whether she put it somewhere.
Where is it now? Like, that was ages ago. She was preggers.
All right, but...
I want to know where we were, because I assume we're on a family trip and she hid it somewhere.
Interesting. You cut back to a memory you don't really want to endure again. The village is on fire. You are in your room looking for someone else at the time, actually, looking for a young boy who's been running away. Everything's on fire, and you are in your own home, and you can see the desk where she normally works at, and it's in flames. And the entire room is burning, and you know that the book is meant to be in one of those drawers and is likely to have been destroyed in that situation.
Oh, okay, well, cross out those memories then. Okay, I'm still going to take my damage, but I still think that was important to know. 9.
Ooh.
At this stage, Kaa'Riin, you notice something else at your feet. You're kind of interrupted by an almost imperceptible sound coming from the floor.
It's not more acid rats, is it?
Hi, I am Enrique.
Ooh.
And I play Smudge, the house mouse. Hey, down here. No. Further down. There you go. Hi, I'm Smudge.
Smudge.
You look a little lost. I mean, nobody chooses to come down here, so yeah, you're probably lost. Don't worry. I can help you, but I wouldn't mind some help myself. So, if you could just help me out with 2 little problems, maybe I could help you find your way around. Sound like a deal?
Kaa'Riin is the only one who hears this. Yeah. You're the one who can speak with animals.
Oh, it's about time. Guys, you know how I can talk to animals and they're always so rude to me?
Yes.
Yeah, I just clocked a mouse.
Oh, cute. Where is he?
Yeah, he's here. Look at him. He's so fucking cute.
Girls, do you remember the acid rat problem where we thought we could trust the rat? Are we really going down this path again?
Well, this is definitely a mouse. At your feet is this little mouse, an actual mouse-sized mouse, not a mouseling or anything like that, a little mouse. He has chocolate brown fur, a crooked tail, and oversized whiskers.
Oh, adorable. Pick him
And
up.
I say, do you mind if I pick you up? I'm sorry. It's been a while since an animal was nice to me.
Well, he's looking at you with deep black eyes, and he holds a little hat in his hand, one of those little driving cats.
With his
little driving cap with his little paws. He just squeaks for Freya and Morrigan. You can't really understand it, but Kaa'Riin, he makes complete sense to you.
Can I pick you up?
Oh, sorry. Yes, that's what he was just looking at you. Yes,
Yes,
please.
of course. So I pick him up and I'm like, hey, honey. God, it's just so nice to meet a really nice animal. Everyone's trying to eat me or be really mean to me or bargain with me, which I can see you are, but I'm very willing to help. You may have heard I like to get things out of animals' paws and shit. So what do you need? You said you need help with 2 things. What can we do? Would love to do it for you.
Again, only Kaa'Riin can hear what he replies.
Yes, so block your ears.
Oh, so kind of you. So kind. Thank you. Well, the first job is a bit of a thing. I don't know, even if I say it, I'm a little ashamed. There are these 2 other creatures down here, and well, sometimes they push me around a bit. Well, a lot.
Oh.
I mean, they're mean and they're bigger than me. But I don't want you to hurt them. No way, I'm not like that. I want you to help me hurt them. That way they'll leave me alone forever. So if you could just hide in the shadows, make me look really good, that'll teach them the lesson they sorely deserve. Deal?
We're pretty busy. We've got a soul.
It's true.
Yeah, I don't know.
If we help you, would you be able to help us locate the apothecaries? Apothecaries?
Yeah.
Apothecaries that are down here? Guys with magic potions.
Kind of. I think so. I can help you find things. You help me and I'll help you find whatever you want to find.
You say, well done, Smudge. That was just a test. We would help you anyway.
Yeah, poor Smudge doesn't seem like he can actually help us, but now I feel bad for the guy, so let's help him.
I can help you. I know this place very well.
I'm sure you do, buddy, but we'll help you first.
I'm really good at finding things. You never know what I'll find down here. There's lots of things. People everywhere.
We have not run into a single person, so that would be helpful.
That'd be helpful. Smudge, what are they doing to bully you, honey?
Oh, they treat me very poorly. But let's go and get them, hey?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's help you out,
I'm messaging the girls. I'm like, I don't like this.
And he's already
he's
scooting
cute.
off. He's scooting along.
Oh, but he's so cute. Let's go.
He's at top speed, which will probably take you about 3 steps to catch up to.
Aww. I mean, the last time we trusted a rodent, we were all exploded, but it's fine. It's fine. He's cute.
He leads you through a series of rooms and corridors. It's really quick. It's not quick. He's going really fast. You're at a bit of a shuffle, but you do kind of lose your way really quickly.
I'm doing that thing where I take a really slow motion step and then I wait. And then I take my next step and I wait.
And he's flat out the entire time. And you don't really notice just how many lefts and rights and ups and downs and ins and outs and into some rooms and out some rooms, downstairs, over this bit, down that bit. And before too long, he stops and he turns around and puts his little fingers over his mouth to shush you. I think they're close. And then you hear a long hissing sound and something sliding through water. And that's where we end part 2.
These bullies aren't other tiny rats, are they?
Snakes. Why does it always have to be snakes?
Well, what else is this?
I'm sick of these motherfucking snakes and these motherfucking tunnels.
It's the end of part 2. There's nothing you can do. There is no rhyme or reason. It's just where they got up to. Say stay there and wait, please. Part 3's not far away. They were playing for hours. There's so much left to say. They might finally get to the dragon. There's so much left to say. Did they just forget about the dragon? Have another Chardonnay.